Hey guys, so I'm here to do a spiritual reading. This will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. As always, these readings are general, they're for the collective. So if anything here doesn't resonate for you, I just want you to leave it for someone who needs to hear it. Remember that there is no gender in tarot. If I pull a king and you're a girl, I'm still talking about you here. This, in fact, will be all about you. It's eclipse season, and it's Mercury retrograde. So everybody seems to be dealing with some past situations right now. A lot of feelings coming to the surface. So we'll be looking into the month of May. Excuse me. I'll start with your current energy. We'll look at the challenge for the month ahead. Look at the future energy, and I'll pull advice. Make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you need to book a private personal reading, all that information is in the description below and in the pinned section of the comments. Just gotta clarify all these cards. Sorry about all the shuffling. I'll pull everything and we'll look right into it. Can you tell me about Leo on their spiritual journey for May? Leo. Just need one for Leo. Thank you. So the overall energy here is time, embracing the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun, and balance spirituality and practicality. So I feel like maybe we're having a bit of an isolating period right now, or that's sort of the overall of May energy anyway. It's like really taking some time for yourself to you know, think about where we were, where we are, and where we're trying to be, right? And the current, your overall energy here is the Six of Pentacles. It's clarified by the World and the Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the Empress. You know, I feel like with time here too, it's like maybe in the past we've wasted a lot of time, or we feel like we've wasted time. And because we're kind of sitting in this present energy, we're recognizing that we've dealt with people that have wasted our times, that we've wasted our own times, you know, choosing situations that weren't serving us. And it's like we're looking at how to close out that part of us, you know, or really like release those people that seem to not give what they get, you know? And it's all in self-preservation. I feel like you've definitely ascended here. You're trying to, you know, have balanced connections in life and move away from chaos into peace. You know, I think for a long time, you were in an energy that just wasn't so peaceful. You know, just constantly giving without getting anything back. There was just no reciprocation. And I feel like this is in more than one aspect of life. You know, like maybe we were wasting years in a career that really wasn't serving us. Maybe we wasted years on a relationship that really in the end did nothing for us. It was just a waste of time. It's time to forgive those people and yourself so that you can, Chariot, move forward from that and start a new journey. You know, I feel like right now what you're doing is practicing self-love and self-care. And if you are going to invest your time into somebody, it's going to be you. Now, the challenge for the month of May is the King of Wands. It's clarified by Death and the Queen of Pentacles. Judgment here for the second time. And the King of Wands for the second time. I mean, the King of Wands is here clarifying the King of Wands. Excuse me. You know, I feel like the challenge is like really just the movement. I feel like this is more of a thinking process. You know, you're sitting alone, you're taking time to yourself, and you're sort of like thinking things through. Now it's putting that action into plan, which may require you actually, you know, it may require you to transform all parts of yourself here, you know, your job, your connections, your friendships. You have to take a deeper look at them and decide who and what you're trying to attract towards you, because I feel like you want people in your life that are solid, you know, that are reliable for you. And so maybe you feel like you need to end, maybe this death is an ego death. That's the challenge. You know, like when you stay in something for too long, or like connections, jobs, or anything, usually it is a play off the ego. You know, like, oh, I put in all of this and I deserve this. or whatever, and it'll keep you actually stuck in place, you know? You know, if you marry the wrong person, but because you got married and you have kids, you just stay for 20 years, and, you know, it's just out of the, you know, like at the end of the day, you can only, that's the only reason there's that 20-year connection there, because you stayed. It was a waste of your time. You know, it's sort of, at some point we're not there anymore because of love. We're not there anymore because the job is serving us. We're there because our ego is keeping us stuck in that place, you know? And I feel like the challenge is kind of like destroying that part of yourself. Because, you know, some parts of our ego are good. They make us confident. They make us know our worth, you know? But I feel like you're only just beginning to understand your worth, and that it's a part of this new chapter where you have to, you know? But there's a difference between the, you know, the good part of the ego and that shadow part of the ego that's like, again, like almost like so self-protective, or feeling like, you know, I put this much time in, so I really, you know, I'm just going to see it through. And it was never really about somehow it's serving you. You get what I'm saying? It was like your ego saying, hey, well, I don't want to tell people I got divorced, or hey, I don't want to, you know, give up on a 10-year relationship because it'll be a waste of time, you know? But now I think that with that, you know, it's like you just need to make head over heart decisions. You know, it, like you have to like when you're in taking this time to yourself to really think and be honest with yourself about who you are, who you've attracted, the type of people that you want around you, the type of people that you can work for or work with. Because you learned a big lesson here, for sure. Now, I do see you probably making it past this challenge, as we do have the Two of Swords as the future energy. Here's the King of Wands for the third time. We have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles for the second time, the Chariot for the second time. I just want to say too, the Two of Swords is over here for the second time, so there's gonna be, you're gonna have to make some real decisions even without knowing all the answers. It's gonna lead you to this place where you're able to sort of use your feelings, or, you know, how people make you feel to sort of like move around. It's almost like this intuitive part. So I see you getting back your correct confidence, your ego not keeping you in this stuck position. The Chariot twice, we are definitely moving forward after taking some time to really figure life out. But it's like, I feel like here you recognize that you won't always have all the answers, and that sometimes you just have to go off the vibes of people. You know, that people can only waste your time if you let them. That's how I see it, you know. And then coming to this final place where it's like, our confidence is in the correct place. The King of Wands is here 3 times, okay? And more so, it's about your own stability, emotionally, mentally, but also finding those connections that will help you to remain in that stable place. You know, it's like really finding your worth here. Now, the only reason that you're really able to do this, and there's a constant message of moving forward, is that you're able to forgive people from the past, forgive yourself for situations for the past, forgive all the time that was wasted, and sort of like, you know, see people for exactly who they are. And you're starting to learn that you don't need to see it with your eyes. You can see it with how you feel. Your intuition will tell you when somebody's wasting your time. In the advice here, we have the Knight of Wands twice. It's clarifying itself here. I have the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Cups for the second time. Four of Wands at the bottom of the last deck there. In the advice, it's saying that there is a little bit of a childhood thing behind this. Like that ego. I don't know if this is like a rage or if it's like or if it's more of like I don't know, I just feel like there's an insecurity and it's easy to trigger, and you found yourself in situations where you give a lot more than you get back, be this work, relationships, but it stems from something in your childhood. And with the Knight of Wands, it's like you really have to go into battle here with that. Like you can't, in order to be on the right path in life here, in order to find your happiness where you're supposed to be, something from your childhood I would go with. Some type of family conditioning, like programming, something like that is really affecting your image of self-worth and your confidence. And you really need, it's like ascension is, you're looking to ascend. You want these big changes in life. You want something new to happen here. You don't want your time wasted. You want to pull everything together, But again, your confidence, it needs to be built. And you need to kill the part of your ego that keeps you stagnant so that you can get back to this more like free-spirited, fun you, I feel like, some recent relationships or the way you were treated at your job really triggered you into this energy of, feeling like you're not enough. So, that demon is making itself very well known, and you can slay it because it's right there. It just came to the surface. So it is going to be a little bit emotional because you're going to have to do some shadow work, diving into the past and kind of, it's not going to be as simple as just that childhood trauma. It's understanding why why you've been wasting your time for so long with people, going back into that, and then like kind of reprogramming that, where it's like, I'm an intuitive being. I can trust my gut, and I'm not wasting time with people anymore. I'm not going to let people around me if they're not giving as much as I am. It's a major life lesson. But a lot of repetitious cards, where it's, you gotta go in and look at that self-worth. You're going to have to feel the feelings. And then you're going to have to make some head over heart decisions. But again, especially with the Chariot popping up so much here, it's all about balance. Getting your life back together, finding, connections that are balanced, a job that pays you what you're worth, things like that. So it's going to be kind of a rough month emotionally, but you will pull it all together in the end. Make the right choices in life after that. And again, headed in the right direction to get back on your true life's path. All right, that's what I have for you guys. I'll see you soon.